It's already 7 p.m. So I have my drink, I have my water with me. I want to share my screen. So I've been a bit sick, so that is why my face looks like this. But welcome everybody. Sorry, Bola, I'm too on. Sorry, Bola. Please give me like a minute. I think I'm muted, but I think I'm done now. So basically, welcome everybody. Don't let me waste time. So welcome everybody. So this is like a mini party, like our end of year party, where we'll be discussing like a lot. I'll be doing like just like a mini like vision board against next year for each and every one of us. Can you hear me? Just type yes so I can know that you can hear me. Just type yes so I can know that you can hear me. Okay. I think that's fine. So we're having like a mini vision board session, and also I'm just going to be taking you. So a lot of things are changing in Lentec Africa, but you have to wait to the end of this video for you to know like everything that I'll probably be discussing. I'll be discussing today. So you just have to wait to the end. So welcome everybody, and thank you so much for staying true with me like through the year, through like the whole of this year. It was really good to see, and as little as we are, like it's actually like an amazing community of like different people. Even sometimes when I'm not even online, I would see people that they've already like responded for me. Like we've gotten like so many opportunities, and it's just so good to see. And I could remember there was a day that someone dropped a message. I was going through like a very rough, like a very bad phase at that moment. And the message kind of, although like I'm someone that I feel like things don't get to me, but that particular message, probably because of the way I was feeling. And I could remember, you know, the funniest part is that I saw something on Instagram recently where someone said, when you are feeling down, just go back to read like things that people have said to you that were like nice words, that were like kind words. And the funniest part was that I actually screenshotted even though I didn't even reply all, I actually screenshotted a lot of those messages, and I still go back to read them. And even sometimes when I find like a lot of things overwhelming, a lot of things, you can ask like my partner, like my, I don't want to call her, she's not my assistant, she's like our community manager. You can ask her, like there's a lot of times I'll just say, oh, like I want to do this, but I don't know how this would be. I want to do that, I don't know how that would be. But I just had to like, because like people really, really like sent me kind words, kind messages. And it's just really, really good to see like for the support and for everything. Fun fact, I didn't start it because I didn't even start it with any mission in mind. The thing was just that people do send me like messages, and then I'll just get like messages, and I wanted to just like open a group chat. Fun fact, I used to have like a paid community last year, and was it's not like really paid, but I used to have like a community last year, and I had to close down the community at the end of last year. Yeah, I closed the community down at the end of last year. It was on Telegram. I think I had almost close, like I had so many members, and major reason for closing it down was because it was Telegram. We had like a lot of scammers on the group. they would message people using my name and all of that. So I just had to like close the group down. And this year, like I'll just get messages, and the truth is that I do not even have the chance to like talk to everybody one on one or have like classes. I think in for the past like 3 years, this is the year that I didn't I didn't really do like having like one on one classes like as much as I used to do, because I didn't even have like enough time to like do that, to like commit to things like that. So like, and I used to get messages, and then I took it my time to do like a free 7 days class. I think that was in May, was in June or May or so. And then I created that group for that. And after creating, I just added the link on my Instagram that anybody can just join and we'll just discuss. And for me to now see how big it has grown, because forget that probably I refer people, I like post like free resources to learn skills. Like we do like a lot. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. It has also been like of great benefit even to me personally, because there are some people that are even on the group that refer me for things as well. Oh, we have like an organization training, I recommended you, and it just brings to the fact that this has become like a very big family for me. Like, and the truth is that even people that like engage consistently, some of them have become like my friends, some of them have become like families that we talk like even like in depth. People that even like talk, even people that are not really. Please hold on, sorry. Hello? Good evening. I'm already here now. So like it's just sorry for it was any that called me. It was any that called me. Yeah. So don't let me bore you with so much. We'll still come back to it because, like I said, we have like lots of plans for. So just have like a little bit of career planning sessions. So I do this. I did this last year as well. I did it like I just announced on Instagram, and we did like a board session. But this is actually not like a vision board session, but this is just us discussing. So it's commonly said that the best time to start like anything new is first day of the year, first day of the month, or first day of the week. But the one that I have found very easy is like first day of the year. But you have to plan. You don't start planning in January. You have to like plan ahead. And don't beat yourself up if nothing has worked this year. All of us this year has shown everybody shege in different ways. And if this year has not even shown you any shege, just be grateful to God. You're alive, you're healthy, like, and all of that. So this is a good year, and but next year can be better. So this vision board, I've always done vision board like every year since 2020. And most of the time, even though I do not even achieve everything I want to achieve, sometimes I even move from, for example, I said I want to do this and then I switch mid-year. It happens. But most of the time, when I have like a plan, when I go back to it at December, if I don't take like 70% off, like I take at least 70% off. And it has always been my guidance at every point in time. It has always been the one that probably like, let's say that it's controlling me at every point in time in my career and all of that. So now let's talk about, I'm looking, I have like a paper, like my book here. So now, before you go in, before I say anything, also, I want us to know that probably I say this all the time that probably it's not even everyone that you don't need to, because we're going into 2024. You probably do not need to learn a skill. There is someone on this group that I did like a 7 in demand digital skills last year. She was a part of the class. I did one boot camp, I think in February. She was part of the boot camp. And then she wanted to pay for my course. And guess what? I asked her not to pay for it. And I asked her not to pay for it because if you've got enrolled in like two classes, we probably have not implemented anything that you've learned. That is why you feel like you need another course. You probably do not need to learn anything else this year. You probably do not need to enroll in any class. You probably just need to implement based on the things that you've learned before. You don't have to disturb yourself. Oh, I want to join this class. I want to learn this course. And one other thing I've realized also is that entering 2025, zero your mind. Close your eyes. Don't be the person that because they said there's money in this skill and then you dump the one that you are learning and go to another skill. Because they are learning that skill, you dump the one you are learning and go to another new skill. Best believe you still dump the one that you are going to as well. The best aspect is for you to just learn, ensure that what you are learning is actually in demand, and ensure that you put your heart to it. You can even get locked up. There was something I did for myself this year, and I used to still thank myself for that. At the beginning of this year, this 2024 January, if you check my Instagram page, I was offline. Like I was not posting any single thing on my Instagram in January. I was like almost offline. I used the whole of January to learn, to acquire new skills. Like I deleted like apps on my phone. I did all of those aspects, and I knew that okay, from February I wanted to take some things up. Although like I was working in the background, but I ensured that my social media, like I was offline. That is just, let me just be there. I was offline basically. I just concentrated on learning a new skill. You can actually do that. Just dedicate like time like for yourself, and that is it. So now, one of the first things you should first check before going into next year is what skills do you currently possess? I tell a lot of people that you probably even have like enough skills, but you don't even need to learn a new skill. You probably even have like enough skill, you just need to like work on it. So for example, this is one very sweet part. I tell people that when you see like a content marketing role, when they take say they're looking for content marketers, if you look at the job description, everything they are looking for there on there is a content creator, because they will ask you, can you create videos? Can you write video scripts? Can you do captivating content? And if you're a content creator, you already do that. And I'm even not only a content creator, if probably you're a business owner, you have like social media, you create content for your business, you probably possess that skill already. You just need to work on probably okay, they use HubSpot for SEO, they use something and just learn additional skills just to attach, additional tools just to attach to whatever that you've learned before. But you probably do not need to like say, oh, because we're all different from each other. I think a lot of times the reason why we struggle with a lot of things is that you try to compare yourself with this person, you try to compare yourself with that person. I'm going to use myself as an example. I cannot, when people have like large classes, I am that person that if I register for an online course, you would not know that I am in class. And you would not know that I'm in class because I find it very hard to even ask questions. What I prefer, my best method of learning is to buy a course, find a video, and watch the course. The next person, your best method of learning is probably having like a tutor training you. The next person, and online, the next person, your way of learning is probably going for like a physical class and learning directly from your tutor. So you need to try and identify this. Don't deceive yourself. Like we are really different from each other. I would like see, I don't think I can register for a class and then you ask us to sit in a physical class. I would not even go. I am the laziest person when it comes to going out, and I find it very hard, even when it comes to like having a skill and then now going for classes. I will not go. And also, I find it very hard for you to say we have a class by 7 p.m. Best believe I will not attend. It's not that I don't want to attend, oh, but I just do not. I love to learn things at my own pace. If I want to learn something today, it just takes me going offline, using like spending 5 hours consecutively and just learning it. But if I say, oh, this person said they are doing a class, so don't deceive yourself. You probably do not even need that. So you need to also know your strengths and weakness in these skills. Whatever skills that you feel like you're learning, what is your strengths? What areas are you good at? What areas are you not good at? You need to like try and understand each of those aspects. Also, is there any digital skills that you would like to improve on? If you have a skill, for example, and then you want to just learn more, you want to like learn other things in addition to those skills, that is fine. Now, what is your goal? Your goal means what do you want to become? So, what is your long-term goals for business? So, I tell people, and I don't mean it in a bad way, when you tell me you want to be a virtual assistant, you want to be a content writer, those are amazing skills, no doubt. But I tell people that what is your long-term goals at the end of the day? So, for example, I tell people that I'm currently like enrolled for software engineering for like more than a year now. I just completed alt school, like I'm in another school, and then I did like blockchain. I just needed to learn smart contracts to become like a blockchain developer. But that's my long term goal. Whatever you see me doing now, I'm just doing it. My end goal, my long term end goal, I am not rushing to achieve that. I am taking it bit by bit. If it's 30 minutes, if it's 2 hours in a week, I can dedicate to that at this moment. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to, because nobody wants to become a virtual assistant forever. Nobody wants to become a social media manager before forever, because truthfully, all those skills that we're talking about, they are still entry level skills. They are still low paying. I don't want to call them low paying because we're in Nigeria, and for like a blog post, I tell you, for like a blog post, you get paid like $250, just a blog post, $200, which is like a good money. But that's not what you want to be, like futuristic for your career. That is not what you want to be. So you need to like think about it and just dedicate the time to it. Also, what are your short-term goals? You should always have a short-term goals. When people come to me and they are confused on what skill to learn, I ask you, do you want to learn a skill because you want to make money, or you just want to learn a skill for long term, that, oh, if you're not making money from it immediately, you do not mind? I have this question because if you're telling me you want to become a data analyst, a cyber security, a project manager, a software developer, these are like high paying skills firstly, and then they are like long term skills. You cannot even become a software engineer, data analyst in 1 year. I know we've seen a lot of become something in 6 months, in 3 months, but those are just lies. You cannot become one that will get paid well, because it's even a process. You go for entry level, you go for internship before you can even say, except you are very lucky. But now, if you're not telling me, oh, I want to make money immediately, there are so many skills, there are so many tools. I really recommend. I just completed like a class for learning like some no code tools like Webflow, Shopify, some customer management system too. I know that I didn't announce it, because it was, I just selected like people randomly because I didn't want like a large class. And see, if HubSpot is the only thing that you learn, you make so much money with HubSpot. If it's Salesforce that you learn, you make so money with it. If you just learn how to run Facebook ads for people, you make so much money with it. If it's content writing, if it's being a virtual assistant, if it's being like an email marketer, those are like entry level skills that could actually help you to make money now that you need to make money. And then you now focus on like your futuristic goals and say, oh, but I'm looking to become a cybersecurity, so that you are still making money with the skills that you have. These are skills that you can learn in 2 weeks. If you dedicate your time, you can learn them in 1 week, 2 weeks, in less than a month, if you dedicate enough time to them. And these are skills that do not require you say, oh, I just want to work in an office, I want to apply for jobs. They are skills that if you tell people that you can do it, you set up like your portfolio very well, you get people that need your services. I told someone that I do not want to work in marketing anymore. But for every single person that I've worked with last year, this year, for their campaign, for their Black Friday, their Christmas sales, they still came back to me to set up their ad targeting, to write copies for their emails. I even posted like a snippet on my Instagram. And that is currently like a side hustle for me, because it's not even what I do full time at the moment. But just imagine people this period, you're looking for people to run sponsored ads for them. They're for looking for people that understand like CRM tools like Go High Level, Salesforce, HubSpot, and lots more. So like just think like in different direction. And also I have this talk about people that are registered for like virtual assistant courses. I tell you that currently you are making the industry look saturated, but in reality it's not. And that's because everyone is offering travel planning. Let me tell you something, we are even in Nigeria, and I can bet with you that 80% of Nigerians do not need a travel planner. They do not need somebody to manage their travel management for them. Best believe. I've worked as a travel manager, travel planner before, and the person I even worked for was not even in Nigeria. As virtual assistant, was in the United States. But but you're in Nigeria, you are seeking like the industry is large, and then you're just focused on email management. I can manage my email myself. My email is even one aspect that I don't think I can contract out to other people. I can manage my administrative tasks myself, but there are some other parts that I can never manage myself. So now I'm still I want to like be consistent with my emails, sending emails out. So now I need someone that knows how to write good emails to help me do do those things. I can do it, but it's not something I have time to like write emails, schedule emails, and that is why I'm not consistent with it. I have some things like, for example, I was really battling with managing LearnTech Africa, and the moment I have like a graphic designer, I had like a community manager and a social media manager. Those are places that I need someone to handle for me. Recently I have like shop like I've designed like so many websites this month, and I use Shopify majorly. And with Shopify you need to upload products for clients, like, and I needed somebody to upload products online for me as an assistant. It was someone on this group that actually did this for me. But I'm just trying to let you know things that people need, like skills that probably are even more in demand than all of these things that you're talking about. I promise you, learning how to use like Zoho, learning how to use like QuickBooks, learning Klaviyo for email marketing, learning like how to do like Facebook ads, like having all of these skills, video editing, graphic design, all of these things, they would even help you more and help you to make more money as a virtual assistant and help you to boost your career. And this is why I talk a lot about like my course I call like the 45 in demand skills. It has so many skills. And even if you are not an expert at all of these skills, the fact that you have an idea, when the work comes, you can do it. I tell people that there are some tools that when you ask me, have you used it before? I probably have not used before, but because I have an idea of how to use like a similar tool, I take on those jobs and just learn just extra, just probably just dedicate like few minutes to just complete my learning. So that is it. So now you think about it, what steps do you need to achieve like your goal? Your goal. What online courses, what tutorials, what boot camps are you interested in? Like I said, don't deceive yourself. Don't be, oh, it must be free class, it must be something class, and it's only free class I want. It's only this kind of class that I want. Don't be that person. Trust me. Trust me. Like I have the belief that we lack commitment issues in this country. It's not even in this country, everywhere. You would see people register for a course and probably less in 200 people. I posted something on my Insta story on Instagram related to this. In among 200, especially when it's free, you have 200 people register and probably just 5 people will complete that course. And that is why you now find it very hard that when people are now saying, oh, this industry is saturated, people are not getting jobs. It's not that people are not getting jobs, it's not that people are too many that are learning tech skills. Most people do not even complete the course. Me, like I will have people and I'll be chasing them around. Like I'll be saying, ah, we have this class, so have you like, and I'll just be like, you paid for this thing. Personally, like either I pay for something or I don't pay for it. As long as I'm focused on it, I do not really have commitment issues. I tell people that I learn better by using like online courses. Like I'll just buy a course. I might just go on Udemy. For example, during this Black Friday, I took advantage of the Black Friday. I think I bought nothing less than 20 courses. I don't even need them right now. But I know I've not even opened any of them right now. But I know that that one they were doing like 2,000 naira and I just bought them. And I know that I'll need them like later on. And that is why I just like have them there at this point. So you just need to have like things like that that you're probably, don't deceive yourself. Okay, is this method, is that method? It does not have to be everything. You know your capability, you know your ability, you know how you actually learn well. Sorry, please give me a minute. So you also have to think about, now that you know whatever that you're interested in, you now need to find like good resources. How do you know good resources? If you feel like you can learn on your own or you want to register for a class, even if you can send me a message. I can recommend, if you are interested, if your learning path is probably like a physical class. I have some people like in different locations. If you're in Lagos, you're in Abuja, you're in Kwara, I have some recognized institutions I can recommend for you if you are someone that wants to learn like physically. If it's online, depending on your skill that you want to learn, you can reach out to me. I can help you. Okay, this course, you can take this course, it's good. And if you feel like you can do like self-learning, I have YouTube channels I can recommend for you. Now, One advice I usually give people first is that before you pay for any course, before you do any of those, I usually recommend that you try and go on YouTube to learn more about the course, or use like YouTube to learn the course. There's one method that I personally use. For example, if I want to learn a new skill, I want to learn something new today, I go on Udemy and search for example, like I cannot afford this course. Let's assume I cannot afford this particular course. So I go on Udemy, and when I go on Udemy, I search for the course. So I go on Udemy and search for a course, and then I go through the course outline of the course. And based on the course outline of the course, I try and find like courses that have like good reviews. Always read reviews. So I go through the reviews and I see that, oh, this particular course, it has like amazing reviews. Lots of people are saying good thing about it. And I'll go through the outline and I'll go on YouTube and then use their outline to like learn. Just search for like chapter by chapter. I just search for it. Sometimes I type on Google as well just to learn more about it, because I knew that I need like a roadmap. You cannot just be learning blindly sometimes, because YouTube is not as comprehensive and it's not really arranged. So I just use Udemy for that purpose and just see, okay, what are the things they are learning, like what are the course outline, and then I use it for my own learning, because I cannot pay for a course or I cannot afford to pay for a course either ways. So that is one method that I use. So I always ensure, because sometimes you see people learning skills that they have no interest in. There's one that said she was learning data analysis and she was asking me if data analysis as mathematics or as statistics, that she doesn't like mathematics. And she paid, I think it was one course that she paid like almost 300K for. And they won't refund you. And that's why you say, I pay for that course, I didn't even learn anything. You don't learn anything because you probably were not meant to take that course. So try and go on YouTube, try and like see the outline, try and see what they are saying in those courses, and use that to know, okay, this is what this thing is all about before you even pay for like anything. Now, how do you stay motivated and accountable while learning new skills? Firstly, one thing that I've done that has worked for me was probably having like an accountability partner. And when I mean accountability partner, I look for people that are learning the same thing that I'm learning. Those are the people that I use. I don't even use like mentor or like people that are above me. I look for people that we're on the same pace. And these are the people that I use as my partners. These are the people that I talk to. "Oh, what are you learning? What are we learning together?" And it has made it like so much easier for me. Most of these people have become like my best friends, because we are on the same path, we're on the same roadmap, we are learning the same thing at the same time, and it has really helped me. Also, like I've said earlier, know your capability. Personally, my method of learning is different from everybody. Like I said, if I want to learn something now, I can say, oh, I commit this thing, but most of the time it's not easy. The only time I sit down at once and learn something at once is probably is like a 1 hour video. I just feel like, and I need to learn that thing urgently. There's the time I wanted to learn how to use a plugin on WordPress, and I've never used it before. I just went on YouTube, and I think it was like a 45 minutes video. I sat down and learned it immediately. But that's not the case I'm talking about. For example, you want to learn a skill. A 3 hours course, personally, for a 3 hours course, I'm probably going to spend like 2 weeks to learn a 3 hours course. And that's because, firstly, now that we're even in class, I had to push like my son out. I have like kids that they do not make like my learning part easier. I have like so many things on my head. I have more than 1,000 things on my head that I'm thinking about. So what I do is that when I wake up, like I wake up very early before I even pray, or let's just say like I say like a little prayer before, like I'm a Muslim, so before like the main prayers, let's assume prayer for time for prayer in the morning is like 5 a.m. I try and wake up like 4 a.m. And for the first 30 minutes that I wake up, I just try and study that particular course. And while I'm studying, why it takes me time is that when I'm studying, I'm practicing immediately. I have my phone, so I'm watching tutorial on my phone, I'm practicing on my laptop, and that is one of my best method of practicing. I'm not the type that will just be watching video like this. I will not even understand anything they are saying. But you see that thing that I've practiced, if you wake me up 10 years later, I will still remember it because I actually practiced it. So it's one method that I really, really enjoy using. So like I will do 30 minutes for like 10 days. After doing the 30 minutes for like 10 days, I can now do like I'll just put it on forward and watch like 3 or 4 times just to ensure that I've understood this particular thing that I've learned. I've understood it well. And even when I'm using YouTube resources as well, I read reviews. I don't just open videos and start learning. You see some videos, they will tell you this person, this is not for beginners, this is for this is for that. I just check and just exit. I just check this is for this is for, just check and exit. And also when it comes to one thing I also do is that there are sometimes that as much as I I can do self-learning, I still try and do like be in like a class just for networking. And by networking, I will not even talk in that class. But the question I want to ask sometimes, someone is asking it, and by that I'm learning. And also one of the advantage of having like some of these classes is also that, for example, on YouTube, I cannot ask the tutor any question on Udemy. When you even ask question, you may not get reply in 3 weeks. So, but when I have classes, I can even send you an email that, oh, I registered for this class, I have this social issue. But most of the time, you see what is on my mind, someone else is asking it. So it has really, really helped me. So, how can you connect with other people? Community is so important, even if you not talk when you go there, but it's so important. But even still talk, don't be like me, still talk. I feel like I'm not supposed to be where I am if I was someone that probably engages with other people online. I do my things like by myself, and it's not something that is good. And it will take you longer time, and sometimes it does not even work for like everybody. Try and find communities for every skill that you are learning. They have like communities. There are so many communities. See like cyberspace, cyber safe for cyber security. You see there are so many communities, honestly. Like you see content quota, like there are so many. Like there are so many. Just go online and search for like different communities. And if you really want to do good when it comes to like tech, you would see that Twitter has like a very huge community for like tech. You would see like mentors. You're talking like one-on-one people that are above you. So this is a clue to just sign up on Twitter today. Like you'll be able to like connect with people that probably you might even be paying you to connect with them on a normal day. Just try and join like as many as possible communities. Interact. Like I said, the people that I've ever referred on this group, there are two categories of people. People that were really so good at what they do, and people that probably just talk a lot on the group. Those are the people that I find it very easy to refer. And as much as you are good sometimes or you are talking on the group does not mean like I can refer you if you don't have like a portfolio. I cannot see any of your work samples and all of that. See, like I've dropped like how to create portfolio. I think it was in October. And still like I will ask for portfolio and people telling me I don't have work sample. I'm not happy about it. So now and now have the have like a very great mindset. I think this is one of the last aspects I'll be talking about. Have a very great mindset. See, don't be one of those people that say everything you see online is fake. Even if it's fake, you can achieve it. Even if you feel like it's fake, you personally can achieve it. There is talking from the monetary aspect, there's so much money online. There's so much to benefit from the online space. There's so much thing to gain from online. Starting from January, like start putting yourself out there. Start creating content. Like about what you do. Like I don't even care whatever skill that you have, just start up. See, they said MC Barry that they make the loudest noise. But one thing they fail to tell us is that the fact that they made the loudest noise does not mean that they won't even succeed at the same time at the end of the day. It was before that you will see people that actually know how to do this thing. They'll be the one at the forefront. But now we have people that are not even the best, but they are the ones that they have like the loudest voice. So they swallowed the best people, they swallowed their voices. It only takes grace at this point for you to be the best, but then you are keeping mute, you are keeping it to yourself and still be able to showcase yourself. Do you imagine why everyone has become a content creator? Do you imagine why for people are not keeping quiet about it? I tell people that if you're on my Instagram, you know that one of my major inspiration in my whole life, one of them is Funke Akindele. And I tell people that, oh, she's not saying, oh, I've made a great movie. Let me just sit down, let it market itself. Can you see everything that she's still doing even after like paying, after like, oh, saying, oh, I have like a good movie? She's still marketing. She has been marketing this movie for like four, what am I even saying? Probably when she started shooting it, she has been marketing it like back to back. If you look at most of our like musicians and all of them, every single time they are releasing a single, they are releasing an album, they are not sitting in one place. Look at our like what do they call them? They're showing up every time. I feel like it is we the poor people that are even so shy to showcase ourselves. These people are not afraid, like people that are very rich, they're not afraid to showcase themselves. Like they are always at the forefront. And one thing I tell people is that money makes a lot of things easier, but if you don't have the money as well, try and put yourself out there. For example, like a business owner, you don't have money for sponsored ads, and then you still cannot create content. You choose one of them. Creating content is free, sponsored ad is paid. You need to realize that there are some people that you're in the same business with that have a marketing budget of 5 million naira monthly, and you need to just put it in mind that way. Same as when you're learning a digital skill as well. I posted a video yesterday. I posted a video yesterday, and I think it is one of my unusual content. I know the funniest thing is that it was not yesterday that I created that video. I've had that video for, it's not even 1 month that I have had that video in my drafts. And because it was not like my usual content, honestly, and I just posted it. So my TikTok account, they disabled my TikTok accounts. Actually wanted to create like a wanted to turn my TikTok account to diary of a freelancer, and then I'll just be talking because of some of the plans that I have for Lentech Africa. And then immediately they took my TikTok account down, and I felt very bad about it because that account means a lot to me. But what will I do? He took it down last week. So I just posted it. And the funniest thing was that I have like 10 of that videos in my draft. I just posted it. And I just woke up this morning. Oh, I want a website. Oh, I want this. And truthfully, I cannot design any single website this year again. I do not even have like the bandwidth. I do not have the capacity. This is one of the things I'll be talking about when it comes to like Lentech Africa and some of the plans that I have for it. So, and I got so many messages, and I was like, oh, like I'm off work now. I'm this, but January, oh, what's your budget? I even went as far as having someone that asked me, oh, do you design apps? And I said, oh, yes, I design apps as well. And he said, oh, they have an app. The person even sent me like a proposal this evening. We're to meet on Monday. I don't know if it's going to work or if it's not going to work. But the essence of all of these things is just to tell you how powerful a lot of things are. How if you don't talk about what you are doing, how you probably might not get like any offer. Last week as well, it's that's why I said I should be a very rich person by now if if I actually showcase every single thing that I do. So on my Insta story last week as well, I posted about writing. Oh, my back. Writing an email marketing sequence for a client. I was, oh, that you do this as well. I said, oh yes, I do it. The person was like immediately, oh, like, can you do this for me? And I was just like, oh, you'll be seeing more of this in January, oh, because I don't even have time to create content right now. But it just shows to say like some of the things that you probably don't talk about, or you are shy, you are afraid, you are scared. Please just start talking about it. Even no matter how small that it's as little as it is, start putting yourself out there. And I've said this has become like a broken record. And most of the time, I don't even like how every one of us we go on LinkedIn and we're just writing story and everybody's replying, very inspiring, very amazing, very in 2025 change. That's not the kind of content you even be putting out. Content like showcasing exactly what you do that people will not even ask you that what can I do for you. All of the long epistles, let's stop talking about it. Showcase your work in full. If you follow me on LinkedIn, if I call myself a writer, all of that, you would see on my LinkedIn, I call myself a content creator, like I create content for Web3 brands. You see videos, you see articles I've written, you see like a lot of things. You see, like I take things like really personal, and that is what you should showcase. I don't go on LinkedIn to type because that's like my personal website. That's like my portfolio. When you go to my page, I don't go there to type and now fell down. My dog now something. And what I think about this week. Nothing concern me concerning this week and last week. I just go there to showcase my skills, to show result of things that I've done before. It's like my personal portfolio, like I've said. So that is why how you should actually use that is how you should aspire to use like social media so that things just get easier for you. You don't even have to talk too much. You're a social media manager. And also think about how to make money. See, you need to learn the business part of whatever skill that you are also learning. I feel like a lot of us have this particular problem, and I'm going to talk about all of these things. For one skill, you can have like seven streams of income inside one skill. You can have seven streams of income inside one skill. As a social media manager, you can be managing pages. And as a social media manager in 2025, don't focus on Instagram and don't focus on TikTok. I'm going to give you my reasons. The reason is mainly because you see Instagram and TikTok, it has become like a personalized content house. And that's because Instagram and TikTok now appreciate video content, which means that the owner of the brand has to actually be the one shooting videos. Unlike when you can post graphics, you can post product pictures. The person has to showcase themselves, and most of the time, for example, I'm selling a bag and you want to be my social media manager, I can post 15 bags in a day. How much do I want to pay you that will be worth it? You need to think about that. And if you would ever be one, tilt towards like organizations instead of like small businesses. Because I think that is what most people focus on. Like a lot of social media managers that would see, they say, "Hey, how to grow your business and how to grow your page." Why are you telling somebody how to grow their page when you have less than 200 followers, you yourself? Find something else that can make you look like an expert. Type where you can create like content calendar for them to use. Do caption writing for people. Like they just have to have like different captions and they just post. Find like different ways to make money from that skills. As a video editor, find like as a social media manager, go to brands, create content for them. These days, people are creating pages for when they are getting married. They create like social media accounts. You can be that person if you have like a good clear phone. They go to their event. We be the one updating everybody about what's happening in their events. The only skill that you need is know how to use like CapCut so I can edit good graphics. Know how to use your phone, but that is still the work of a social media manager. Go offline. Like, see, offline marketing is really going to sell in 2025. Let people know that, oh, let me to bring your business online. Can you see how most of the major markets in Balogun, like in Lagos, all these wholesalers, they are now on social media right now because they've seen the power of social media. Go and meet people around you. Tell them what you can do for them. For virtual assistant, don't let it just be there. Learn a CRM tool. Go to supermarkets around you, go places around you, help them to set up their CRM. Go to companies, hospitals, supermarkets. You even make more money. And also, when with any time that I'm talking to people, oh, make money in dollars, remote work, all of these things. And honestly, it doesn't end there. Everybody that messaged me yesterday for website design, all of them they are from Nigeria. Will I say because I must earn in dollars, I will not collect their money? It's not a must. Our local market is a huge market on its own. Our local market, it's a huge market on its own. Very big market. Very like every single day that you wake up, someone needs your skill, even like in the local market. You do not need to, oh, and also in 2025, stop it must be LinkedIn, it must be Upwork. Where I got customer yesterday, I'm telling you now, is on Instagram. For every time that I've created content for brands, they were able to find me on TikTok. That's why that TikTok paid me. Every single person was from TikTok. For every time you see this my YouTube channel, for every time I've done things is from SEO. People just find you on you. There's one video I created how to design an e-commerce website. I've gotten people from that video that have messaged me to come and do it for them. And that's YouTube. And this still talks about just putting it like your content everywhere. I use Upwork, I use all of these platforms, and they are good. but you do not depend on them, especially when you want to work as a freelancer. I made a video, I think I've deleted that video. I wanted to talk about some of my personal struggles. If you are not smart enough, if you decide that okay, it is just Instagram, it is just LinkedIn, yeah, I've been posting on LinkedIn, it doesn't work that way. Nobody comes to offer you a job because you've been posting on LinkedIn. Your LinkedIn is just an avenue to showcase your skills, to do like personal branding so that people can find you easily. People can actually come to you, recruiters can come to you, but it still does not work. 80% of the time it doesn't work that way. You need to see what you've done before. You need to see a lot of things. Your LinkedIn will just serve as, oh, check me here, check what I've done here. That is what your LinkedIn should talk about, not and take this job because I found you on LinkedIn. Most of the time, you still have to do like extra things. I was discussing with my mentor this evening, and we're doing like a year in review. And totally in 2024, I applied for 140 opportunities. It can be job, freelancing, short time gigs and all of that. I applied. I'm talking in total from like Upwork, from like every single platform. Even now, you see every time I apply for Upwork that I get. And out of this 140, I applied for so many applications. For example, the way I break my applications down is in different way. I pitch, code DMs, I use like freelancing website, and I apply for jobs on like normal job boards. Sorry, 240 jobs, and out of it, that was called for interviews that I got. That was called for interviews, or probably like I got was just like 60 something, and probably that I got was like 40 something. I've forgotten the number. We talked about it in my review. Now, what I'm trying to talk about, like, it's not like job. It's not only job, but like and other opportunities. What I'm trying to talk about is that, see, numbers increases your chances of getting anything. If you say, oh, I'll talk to people when I apply for two jobs, they don't even call me on LinkedIn. They will not call you. I'm not even cursing, but they will not call you because it doesn't work that way. If you apply for 10 things, you probably just get one. And most of you don't even do things right. I will advise people, you have to tailor your resume to every job that you're applying for, but they will still not listen. They will use one resume to apply for 10 jobs, and they will say they're not calling for interview, or they calling for interview. It doesn't work that way. Like, drop those laziness aspects. Do everything right. Sometimes we're just deceiving ourselves that, oh, like, I'm showing up, I'm showcasing my skills, but you know that you're just showcasing rubbish. Sorry to say, but that's just the truth, because in 2025, you are not optimizing your resume, you are not doing a lot of things. It's the job market is very hard. People that even have skills, they are not getting like enough skills. And I think I've talked about this earlier, that you should learn like the business side of every skill as well. Business side is so important, because the business side is what will make you money. It's not even the skill that you've learned that will make you money, but understanding how the business aspect of whatever skill, understanding how it works, is what will make you like so much money, is what will help you like in your career. But if you say, oh, and it's not even about money, it's about something, it's about money. Oh, for me, oh, it's about money. It's about money, because there are so many things. If you go on my Twitter, I'm a mess currently on my Twitter, because, see, I think we had a session about Web3, and on Web3, the way it works is that you need to get into as many industry. There are so many projects coming up. Different people are creating like different projects. You need to put yourself out there. Like, I do not do this on every other platform, but I go there to engage with people. I just realized that I created this account in November. Was it November or October? I think it was in October. I made it. It was October. So I tried to like pay for like premium accounts, and the reason why I pay for premium accounts is so that when I message people, they can reply me. I pay for premium account so that like I have the blue tick so that they can reply me. And I just realized I have like almost 120 followers now, and I'm still going to do more. Like, I do like live, I host spaces myself. It's only me that will be on that space till I finish, and I don't mind. I know what I'm trying to build with it. If it's one person that likes it, I do not mind. Somebody will ask me that, oh, like my sister, younger sister, she said, like she likes me, oh, that I'm uploading on YouTube, that, and then I don't have a lot of subscribers. I don't have a lot of views. And I'll tell you that I'm not uploading so that people can watch it now. Like I'm not even making 10 naira off YouTube. I'm just everything that I do personally, it's not like short term, it's like long term. I have one video that I shot last year, September. That video this year, that video as that when I uploaded it till this year, till last month, that video has 12 views. And within last month and now, it has 1,400 views. So everything is not like short term, focus on like the long term aspect of like every single thing. So I think that is the head of. So just ensure that you plan your career, you set everything right, right, and please don't. I talk about don't deceive yourself too much because a lot of us were actually deceiving ourselves. Like you take classes, you don't finish it. With portfolio, you don't have portfolio. Create resume, independent, you don't have resume. And I just feel like some of us also we are so comfortable, and we just like to wallow in our whatever that we are going through. Like, oh, I'm going through this thing. Oh, I need a job. Oh, I need, and we don't want to be. The time that it takes you to complain, to do all of these things, you can actually do like better at that point. I There was something I saw recently where we talk about like how bad the economy is, how bad all of those how bad the economy is. Most of the time, the economy itself, it's enough a motivation for us. Like it should be like enough motivation. If I look at how much I pay for my like I pay for my Instagram subscription. The reason why I'm paying for it is I've had like two major attacks on my Instagram for like in the last 3 months where my account was almost hacked. So I had to pay for verification so that I could be able to avoid that basically. And what I'm paying is no small money. I'm paying like 20 something thousand naira monthly for it. My Twitter, same thing. My car cuts and all of that. I may be saying I don't have money. Like it's not that I have the finances to do all of these things, but it's just like a necessary thing for the stage that I'm currently in. And they are just sacrifices I need to make. My hosting platform that I host my course on, when anybody buys any course, or anybody did not buy any course from me, I pay heavily for all of those things. Like just like a lot of things. So like I said, this Black Friday for Udemy, I bought like 23 courses. I don't need them now, but I'll need them later. I just took advantage of the fact that it's cheap now. So there are just so many things that you need to just put in mind as regards to all of that. So now I want to talk about something very important. So we are done with the career session and all of that. So I want to talk about some of the most important session talking about like Learn Tech Africa. So like I said, starting Learn Tech Africa was I didn't have like any plan. I didn't have like anything to do with it. And when people would reach out to me and say like for like Udemy discount codes, like I had to like join like a community where they shared it, and there were just so many things. So, and for example, people will tell me, oh, and the sad part is when people send me like job offers and say, oh, I need someone to do this. I've regretted like three of them at this point because I'll just post it on the group and then someone would apply, and the person that's even applying, I don't know the person, and they just mess me up and just all of those things, and it just really gets bad. And sometimes also a lot of people they need like a lot of extra support, and I cannot do it. I have to like get someone to do it, and I could not do it. So in November we started was it November? It was October. We started running Lentech Africa fully. If you notice on our Instagram, on our LinkedIn and all of that. And then after registering it of that, like I've registered it as like a business at the moment, as a company at the moment. And I started applying for I applied to Coursera, I applied to Old School Africa just to get scholarships. I applied to so many places. There are some that we've bagged and there are some that I've not gotten. a reply on. I've gotten like companies reaching out to, oh, like your community members discounts for this, discounts for that, and all of that. And then, like for example, there are so many jobs that I would just post, and I don't even know who I am giving. I don't know who I should give, and just all of that. So this is actually very hard for me to do. But at this point, it is really, really necessary for the growth of LearnTech Africa. And I'm just going to be telling you some of the benefits of it. So we'll be having two groups of LearnTech Africa. I'll be having, we're transitioning into like a paid community. And I mean paid, the free community is still going to be there, just that for whatever perks, because everyone that is working for me on LearnTech Africa, they are here. You can ask them, they are paid salaries. For I can say I'm not getting paid, but I'm paying them and nobody's paying me. For every job that I've had to put my foot forward for people, refer people, I've never asked anybody to give me commission or anything. So, but we need to have like a process, and having like a process is going to take so much from me, and I cannot afford it. And it's just for the benefit of everybody. It is not compulsory. That is one thing I want us to know. And like I said, there are still so many benefits, even if you still remain on the free. But let's just talk about this. So I stopped, if you know, I have like a um I have like a course for 5 in demand skills course. So I stopped selling the course, and that's because the course is still in existence, but I've stopped having it as a class. Like after this session that I currently have, and that's because I want to focus on people that have skills at the moment, or people that are confused, people that are lost. I want to kind of like focus on them for now. If you want to learn course, we have like partners I've partnered with. I have so many scholarship opportunities on ground, and it doesn't matter if you are the free or you are the paid. So I'm just going to be talking about some of the perks of being in the free community and being in the paid community. Like I said, for everything that you get in the free community it still exists, but there are still some extra things that probably the paid community will be getting, and it's really, really affordable. So we're having like a monthly, so we have like a plan from January to December 2025. So for the free community, you would have access to I've shared resumes templates, I've shared all of those things. We'll have like a planning workshop as well. This is everyone has access to it, whether you are paid, you are free, and most of the time also, I realize that people want me to guide them to do all of that. I cannot commit to people that I'm not sure. I can It doesn't take me anything to commit to a lot of things, but I cannot commit to people that probably you not even take what I'm doing serious. And I best believe that sometimes commitment makes like a lot of things easier. So we have like our paid members, they'll be having exclusive master class, personal goal settings for whatever skills that you're learning. I'm going to attach you to like different mentors that are my friends, that are my colleagues. For you are a cybersecurity data analyst, I'm going to we've had people that we have on ground, and these people that I'm talking about, even if it's just like honorarium, we need to give them something. They're not people that because they don't work for free. That I would say, and then also you have like premium toolkits. You have all of that, and then if you are part of like a community, you have access to having like a one-on-one coaching course with me, probably like a 1 hour once in a month as well. And also, there are some scholarships, there are some of these things that we've applied for, or like discounted courses. In future, if you get sponsors, if you have like sponsors, is that is what I pray for. And you should also put it in prayers because I'm already applying for that as well. If you have like enough sponsors, it doesn't take me anything to make it for free for everybody. But whatever that will be incurring money, I don't have money. So we need to pay people for some of these services. For example, there was a time that I did like LinkedIn optimization, resume. I paid people for these things as much as I didn't even charge people that they help people to do it. I pay people that do it, but I cannot afford to like pay for everybody. So even if it has to be subsidized, I need like commitment to know that the person I'm even paying for, to know that if it is worth it. And then we have um we have so many things for the paid. We have for example, you will be getting like Canva subscription. You'll be getting, some people will be getting like cap codes, discount on some tools that you might want to use. When we have like exclusive trainings, so we have like all of that for you as well. So then we have like accountability partners that would always check on you to know like if you are on track. And then for the job posting that I was focused on posting the last time, you would have job tailored posting sent to you. For people that have to look for all of these jobs, they cannot be working for free. Even if it's a stipend, we have to pay them to do all of these things. And I've been paying for like 2 months now, and at this point, for the continuity, like it's just really important. So for example, like if you are a project manager, we find like tailored jobs for you and then just get them to you as well. So we're also looking to and then when you are, so these are some of the benefits definitely, but also if you are not part of the exclusive, like the premium, I'm going to share the document that has to do with you. So but if you are still we're also working on getting like free subsidized HMO. Also, when you're in like different locations in Nigeria, we have some workspace that I've partnered with that you can go to the workspaces, and probably if it's 3,000 naira, probably you're paying like 1,000 naira because we have collaborated and subsidized the payment for you. Some tools as well subsidized, some tools, we have so many things in stock. We have like a program. Network Africa is currently like a team of 6 at this point, including me, but we have so many things in plan. We have like I recently partnered with MTN, and they are sponsoring these for January for free data to learn a skill. But I want to actually do that, people that are willing to learn a skill that wants this. And then I'm going to share the documents with you. So certification programs, early access to then we're having like so many giveaways and all of that. So but everything that you, the free group, like I said, it still remains. And from time to time we'll be having like challenges challenges where probably you be get winning like a lot of gadgets. For example, I even have some things that I got for some challenges. I'm not sure I'll be able to post them this year, that I asked for some people from Oraimo, and he gave some of their tools to me. I have like a project coming up with them, but most of these things, these are the parts that you should enjoy. And also, we have, like I said, it's not free, it's not compulsory. So even if you still remain in the free, it's still okay. So and that is just all of it. Now, another thing that we now have is I want to personally offer mentorship sessions to people that have like these 4 skills: for social media managers, content writers, virtual assistants, and also community managers, for these 4 skills. And when it comes to like these 4 skills, it is not going to be like a large session. So for every month, we'll be having 5 people each for mentorship. The 5 social media managers, 5 virtual assistants, 5 community managers, and 5 content writers. The essence of this is to help you to kickstart your career. You'll be learning like skills, probably tools that you should learn more. like I said, it is four, making like 20 like every single month. But the reason why it's going to be like a really, really small session is simply because I want it to be as small, as focused, as accountable as possible. So, for example, as a social media manager, you will get every single template that you need as a social media manager, every single template. You will learn how to like make money as a social media manager. You learn how to probably some skills that you probably do not have. For virtual assistants, setting you up, optimizing for like every platforms. We'll be doing like sorry, it's not for January, it's quarterly. Like 3 months, January, February, March is for 3 months. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, December. So, but it's just like five people, like for each of these months. So, what we'll be doing is everything that needed to set you up as a social media manager, everything needed to set you up as a virtual assistant. I'm not promising you, but if at the end of the 3 months, you probably, and the reason why I'm calling it a very small session as well is that I want it to be like really focused and say, oh, I want to achieve this, and then we are just able to like achieve it. You'll be learning how to use like Upwork, how to use your LinkedIn, how to pitch to people. We're having challenges where you have to pitch to people and send to me. You have to send code DMs to people and send to me. We'll be building your portfolios together. Will be every single thing. Like it's like a focus group. And that is why I said just five people. I'll bring in people that should train you better to become like a very good social media manager and just all of that. So these are the plans that we currently have for LearnTech Africa. Like I've said, it's not compulsory. It's just so that if I'm referring you, I'm referring you with my full chest. If I'm not referring you, I won't feel guilty like about it as well. And then lastly, we have our talent pool. So for me to be able to refer you, whether you join my paid community or you do not join like my mentorship session, you can still be a member of my talent pool. The only requirement is paid as well, but the only requirement is that you need to have your resume, you need to have your portfolio. We'll vet it. If it's not accepted, you cannot be a part of my talent pool. I would not recommend you, and we'll do like interviews for you, but you need to apply. We'll do like interviews for you to know that you are someone that I can actually vouch for and probably recommend. So this is what is all about. The first aspect is the paid community. The second aspect is the mentorship for like just four, the five aspect, the four different skills, and then the last aspect is for the talent pool. So for everyone, for example, for you that's probably if you're in the mentorship, you already have access to the talent pool. But if you are in the paid community, you do not have access to the talent pool. You have to register for it separately. So that is it. And you might be wondering how much this is. So for the paid community is 40,000 naira yearly, but you're only allowed to pay for 6 months at once and 6 months after. It's 40,000 naira for 6 months. That is even less than, it's less than 5,000 naira a month for you to have access to all of these things. But you're only allowed to pay for like 6 months at once so that the continuity can be impactful, because I cannot be chasing anybody around from January to come and pay in February. But for the continuity to be, so it is just, it's not even, it's not even half of what we pay the people that work for us. That is the truth. So it's 40,000 naira. Half a month is 20, 60. For 6 months. Sorry, if you are paying for 1 year, is 35,000 naira. But if you are paying for 6 months, is 20,000 naira at once. And then for the talent pool itself, because aside from us interviewing you, be able to like refer you for like jobs as well, we would also be sending you verified jobs that probably you should apply for as well directly to like your emails as well. So it is 20,000 naira for a year as well. All of these things are so cheap and so affordable. And lastly, we have the mentorship for 3 months each for each of these skills. Like I said, 5 people for every quarter, like for January, February, March, and that is 50,000 naira for the 3 months for any session that you try to join. And I think that is it. That is it, like generally. And also, we also have like even if you're not joining, we also have, for example, you want to create like your resume, you have people on ground that can help you to do that. You want to create a portfolio, you cannot do it yourself. We have people that will do that for you. You want like a Upwork review, a LinkedIn optimization review. We have people that are offering those services for us. And mind you, for I've even sent the talent pool out and the community. I've sent it out to people that I feel like engage like a lot on the group, and some people have even joined at this point. Whatever skill that you feel like you have, I get requests for it every single time. Like for whatever skill that you think that you have, I get requests for it like every single time. So I think that is it. It's very hard for me. If you have interest in more than one, fine. If you have interest in more than one, fine. But the only one that covers each other is that if you're in mentorship, you get access to the talent pool. Every other one, if you're a paid I'm going to send like a detailed document on the group, let's say by tomorrow, so that I can know what is in for each of them and can know which one that you want to go for. So I think that is it. And if you have any question, we can talk in the community group. And please, let's just make next year, let's just make it as different as we can. So we'll be going on holiday. I'm going to drop the document, how you can join, and every other details on the group next day before tomorrow. And when I drop it, if you have any question, you can ask on the group, or you can send me a message so that we can talk on it as well. And also, if you are okay, I think that is it. So whatever update that I have, I'm going to drop it on the group. But mind you, like for the data, for example, the ones that was given for this month, I'm going to ensure that it's for the free community, like like people in the free community. It's MTN. I'm going to ensure that it's people in the free community that it goes to. But subsequently, and just pray that we get sponsors. I'm applying for like so many things. For example, Terra Learning is sponsoring like 30 people. If we get sponsorships like this, it makes like a lot of things easier. If I'm trying to like apply for grants so that if we're able to pay for our mentors, for our staffs, we would probably not need to do this, but at this point, it is just really needed to ensure the continuity and just to ensure that we get as much value as we can. So that's basically just it. So we'll be having the vision board session itself where we can use Canva to design our vision board. I'll just be doing it together. So we'll be having that in January by God's grace. We'll be having that on the 5th of January, Sunday, 5th of January by God's grace. And that is just all of that I have to tell us. Please take it serious. Like I said, you do not even have to sign up for this because I personally do not even want a lot of people. I should be truthful so that it is easy to like monitor, it is easy to like do things, but just try and take 2025. Take it more serious than you've ever taken like any other year. And the sky is our limit. There's so much potential. There's so much like there's just like a lot of things that I would get people ask me, and then I'm just not sure. And the fact that I'll not even refer people, you go and mess me up, and I'll just tell you to apply for something, and then you just go and disappoint me, and that's because I cannot really like monitor like everybody. It's like an open community, so I do not have the I do not have the capability to do that at this moment. So we cannot do for all the skills at this point, because I can only do for like the popular skills, for the mentorship for like the popular skills that 80% or 70% of the people in the community that they have. I cannot do that. For example, we have data analysts, we have project managers, we have like software testers. For people that did like software testing training, I have like a separate update for you before the end of the year. So, but we have like the open employment for like January. I'm going to send every details to us. But aside from that, like I cannot do for everybody. If you have like a personal skill and you want me to do it, probably we'll be going for like a one-on-one. But if it has to be like a group mentorship, it has to be that I've talked about. It has to be like the other way. So I think that is it. So, but please just take everything serious. I've had people that um I've sent like courses, take these courses, and nobody will even take it. I'll just like three people like will just take the course, or like two people, just one person will get back to you and you won't even hear anything from them, and you would have paid like I've even have like courses that I paid for people with my money, and I wouldn't just hear anything. Nobody would say anything. Like, and we are not babies. I cannot be messaging you. I cannot be saying, have you done this? Whatever you do. See, it's a free will. Showcase yourself. Let me see it before I even ask you for whatever that you do. So I think that is the end of today's session. So if you have any question, you can just drop it and ask it on the group. So I wish us best of luck, a very good. May we witness the end of this year. May we witness beginning of next year in good health, in wealth. May all our families be protected, everyone be fine, no sickness, no illness, in good health, and every other good stuff, basically. So, bye, everybody.